How you doing, guys? CallOS 1991 here. Welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start off with something a little different, something I haven't really done before. Lately, what all I've really been doing is just kind of showcasing some videos of some of the designs I've been working on and going through and giving highlights and so on to do with the RCR World Tour. So today what we're going to do is we're actually going to start our review channel. So now I know there's quite a few guys out there, Tim Wilson, Lee Walker, uh, Jim Gem as well. All fantastic reviewers. But I suppose something I just wanted to kind of do for myself, see some nice courses out there that I play from time to time. And I suppose, first of all, want to show it to you guys, see what you think of it. But also just kind of get to grips and get in depth with what I like and what I don't like about the course itself. What we tend to see quite a bit of is more playthroughs than actual designers getting in there and really kind of taking the course apart and I suppose just sharing stuff they like and don't like about the course. We don't see it often enough, so that's what I suppose is different from mine. It's more an actual review of the course and design than just a playthrough of the course itself. So without further ado, we're going to get onto our very first course. So this is one I've actually I played a couple of days ago. Brookledge Golf Club, it's called. Absolutely fantastic golf course. Was playing it with a couple of friends and we stepped up onto the first tee, and I just kind of thought, wow, that looks that looks tough. And after taking a look of it on the TGC Tour's website, it specifically says it's a championship built golf course. It's designed to test you, and it's not for the faint of heart, and that's for sure. It's probably one of the most US Open-esque golf courses I've seen in the game without actually being a US Open course. So looking forward to playing it again and to showing it to you. So we're just going to do a quick search here. So I played it, I think must have been last week when I played it. Shot 2 under, and I will be 100% honest with you. For some of that round, I thought I actually played like the very best I could. And it just, pairs, bogeys sometimes feel like birdies. It's crazy. I wouldn't normally feel that way about it, but sometimes you kind of you get out of a hole, maybe a par three, par four, and you're like, right, there's a bogey, and you're kind of like, well, you know what, that could have been so much worse. Could it have been better? Maybe, but it could always have been a hell of a lot worse. So what we've decided to do is we've gone with the back tee set, and we have picked the pin set 4. So pin set 4 was the pin set that we went with at the time when playing this. Just assuming that obviously pin set 4 would be the most difficult one, and we definitely weren't disappointed. So here we have, I'm just after skipping that flyby, but first mistake already. First hole, 472, par 4, down the hill, wind into and off the right. Tough opening hole for sure. Fairway bunkers down there. I reckon that wind should kind of hold us off, and we shouldn't see too much trouble with that. That's a nice opening tee shot. Yeah, plenty short. I think we actually have a ghost in there, so we're going to get rid of them. And we're just going to play this, just going to play the one ball today. So we've got 173 into it. We're talking about 179 into that wind. Now, the greens are firm, that's for sure. So what we're going to do is just want to attack this, kind of aim it over the center of the green and just kind of let the wind feed that back in. I reckon we should definitely have enough club. Might we have too much? We'll see. Stopped up nice and quick though. I think I got a nice bounce there into the slope. So I should have about 11 foot. Not so bad. Right, first birdie of the day, hopefully. We've probably already sealed our faith with opening with that statement. tough little putt there. A couple of inches break there, left to right. Let's see if we can get this one in the hole. So what have we got? 187. Okay, these are running very, very fast. Just want to get this on its way. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit it enough on that line anyway, at least. Okay, not so bad. He's celebrating like as if he holds an eagle, but look, we'll get over it. That's a nice par to start the round. Beautiful opening hole. Moving it on here to the second. Tough little 224-yard par 3. Stroke index 4, and it definitely is every bit of it. You've that kind of a false front there on the start of the green, which I really like. It's hard to negotiate with. I mean, is there, with that pin position, is there any easy place to make birdie from? You know, it doesn't really look like it. I've got 217 to the pin, so I'm kind of in between clubs here. And being realistically honest, 4 iron's not going to get there. The best the 4 iron's going to get me is kind of front right, and it's just going to move off the green there. So we're gonna have to try and find something to do here with this. Last thing we want to be doing is oh, what am I doing here? Is going too long with it. You know, it's just like there is, sadly for me anyway, there is no place to land this. Right, we're just gonna do something I wouldn't normally do, which is essentially fully loft up a 2 iron, and I'm just gonna see what happens. 2 iron flies pretty far into the wind, so I'm just gonna see how far it'll, oh, lost it. Right, that's the danger. That's the absolute danger when you start lofting it up. That cone gets smaller and smaller, and definitely cost ourselves a decent opportunity to get up and down. Yeah, I think like that pin position as well. It's we'll see. It might be a bit overstepping the boundaries a little bit in terms of the mechanics of the game, because if you end up above that hole, there is nothing on this earth that is stopping that ball from going all the way down there and all the way off the green. Like, there's nothing stopping it. There's no skill in this world. Like, unless you can just have the ball freeze, maybe, but no, there's nothing you can do. Anyway, so I've hit a decent enough chip shot up here. Gonna try and get away with par. Breaking quite a bit. Does make you nervous when you've got these little 5-footers. Yeah, just enough. Nice straight line there in the putt, and remain even par. So moving on to the par 3 fourth. Things definitely look a little bit simpler heading out here. We've had quite an intimidating start, that's for sure. So we've got 364 yards, slightly up the hill. Pin tucked in there on the left hand side. Lovely little bunker there to catch you. In my experience, the further up the right hand side we can be for this second shot in, the better. There is a horrible lip just in behind that green side bunker that that made quite a fool of me the last time, and that's, oh my god. I really was was hoping I might hold the right hand side a bit better than that. So we're back into kind of center to left edge of the fairway, and yeah, there we go. So just on the fringe in the fairway there, that little slope kicked off it, and it just sent the ball way down the back of the green. So we're gonna have to try and avoid that this time again, into a downwind. Quite a substantial slope there as well. Okay, we're just gonna Hit this here. It looks good. I wanted to keep it out the right hand side anyway and avoid. Yeah, perfect. Definitely achieved what I wanted to there. It was just to make sure I didn't hit that gangly slope that comes down off the bunker there and send the ball on a mile. Now at the same time we still need to have our wits about us here because it's quite a bit of break and the green again falls away from us on the other side. So definitely not the kindest of pin positions, but definitely one of our best opportunities to make birdie so far. Is going to turn. Ah, good effort. We'll take par again. That one now, I feel like we definitely could have taken birdie there, but look, not to worry. Short little par 4 here. Again, you know, it's if you really want to flirt with the danger, I mean, off you go. There's a lovely couple of bunkers up there that might enjoy having your presence. But for me, I'm going to bail out. It's a lot of wind. I don't really fancy it. So I'm just going to drop that down and try and hammer that in underneath the wind. And hope that I don't go too far right. Lovely little fairway though. I mean, these are the kind of holes that I really, really like. Ones that, you know, it's 353 yards and in normal circumstances, you know, you're just thinking about mashing a driver up there. You might have 60 to 80 yards left and then you're just, you know, chipping it on, tapping it in and, you know, that's it, game over. But this one here, I mean, like, we'll just take a look back out here again. Like, unless you've got a downwind, driver over that right-hand side bunker just isn't happening, especially into that wind. So then you've got to decide whether you want to take it over that left and hopefully avoid the bunker on the right. You know, it's just, I mean, if you have the distance, absolutely, you know, if you have the balls, go for it. But I like the fact that it tries to force you into playing that bit safe, and in the end, you know, if you execute the shots perfectly, that it'll actually work out for you nicely. So we're just hoping we can get the shot to pull off here. Perfect, tidy little pitch shot in there. Well done, a couple of yards, but again, nothing overcomplicated. Just a small bit off the left, down the hill, center the cup, 1 under. And that's all it is. It's those little holes that kind of force you into just being that bit smart. Really, really love it, and excellent design work. Again here now, par 5. So we've just picked up birdie. We're feeling hungry. We're like, right, let's go and let's go get a couple of more. So the green, or the fairway I should say, falls all the way up to the right hand side, which is perfect because the hole goes that way too. So we're just going to make that second shot a little bit shorter for ourselves. Do you know what, I had a crack at this before, I think. Distance wise it seemed reachable. You know, obviously there's the elevation we got to take into account. Just beautiful looking green. I mean, it just looks absolutely fantastic. But I reckon the best thing to do here is if we can just lay it up, try and find a flat piece. You're not really going to get much flat there short of the green, so we're just going to hit out a 2-iron and just get a ball moving up there. We're not really going to find as flat as we can, so unless we plan on leaving about 100 yards short. So just up there, short of the green, give ourselves a chip shot. All we need to do. So we're going to have quite a bit of resistance there, so I'm going to pull that back. Oh, whew. Sit, 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 sit. Nice tidy shot. Definitely played this smartly again, just like the last hole, and it just goes to show you that, you know, having that patience and I suppose realizing the trouble that's around there. I mean, last thing I wanted to be doing is hitting a 3-wood there onto the front edge of the green and been left with a 60-70 footer that's going up 2 feet with, you know, 10-footer break. Who wants that? So the best option was just to rely on the short game, pitch it up nice and short, and let the putter do all the rest of the hard work. So here we go, hole 6, 466 yards, par 4, and this is one thing I didn't pay much attention to on the first time around here, was this this fairway here. It's very cheekily put in there. You don't really pay too much attention. You're just kind of like, oh yeah, it's a downhill tee shot, be grand. But the fairway has a massive slope change beyond that bunker then, and it actually continues to fall away from you all the way down. So you could probably hit a 3-wood, the bones of 300 yards here easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loft it up, maybe hit it with a bit of draw spin. And try and hold that. Oh, I didn't draw it enough. Hold up, hold up. Perfect. Okay. A lot to consider here actually with this shot. Tough little green to get at, elevated green. Can't really afford to come short. Come short, you go falling all the way back. If you're gonna go long, don't go too long. Yeah, I suppose you gotta be you've gotta be perfect with it. So, 15 off the left, hitting off a downhill lie. Does one supersede the other? I don't know. I think this is just going to be a hit and hope with this. Not really sure how much that slope is actually going to affect the shot. We've definitely got the line right. It looks good in the air. Have we got the distance? Oh, we do. Just about. Look at that. Now, if the gods are with us, that will trickle. No. Saying that, I'm not one bit religious, so that's probably why I didn't actually decide to roll back down. So a small bit of break here off the right. Could we go 3 for 3? And in she goes. Right, so we've actually made some pretty good work of this front nine. Now, that doesn't mean the trouble isn't over. Here we go. Evidence is here. Look at that for a small pin position. Like, that green is tiny. 155 yards in. Sorry, 156 yards. Down 32. It's, do you know what? Like, I mean, it's small par 3, and you're thinking, yeah, birdie here would be no bother. But there's a big but there. I mean, what happens if you come short? If you come short, you're back to the tee box, hitting your third down. You're trying to make bogey, double bogey. So I think the safe shot here is just to take club off and go with it. Oh, see, I lofted that a little bit as well, actually. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Either way, our daring brilliance has left us with another opportunity here for birdie. So this is for 4 birdies on the go, which is a little bit unexpected, if I do say so. A break off the left, so this should kind of allow it to slope in a little bit more. In she goes. Definitely enjoying this this round an awful lot more than I did the first time around. The first time around felt like a huge bit more of a battle, but it just kind of goes to show that if you pay attention to how a course plays, and you know, just take those couple of minutes and just really plan your way and plot your way throughout each hole, um, sometimes they can actually come back to help you out massively. Again, this is a very common theme in this course, to have a couple of bunkers left and right um, on the tee shot. Now, I would expect that this should just be bombed down past it. I don't even think these should even be in play at the moment, not with the way that wind is. I hope it doesn't prove me wrong, but if I'm right, we should definitely carry it over the one on the right, and yeah, perfect. Down she goes. That should run down there for maybe 335. Oh, 334. We'll take it. Definitely take that. Still quite a long shot in, though, for a par 4. We tried to hug the right-hand side of the fairway, kicked back into the middle, and now we've kind of left ourselves with an awkward pin location to get at. I think the best thing we could do here... I suppose that fairway? That fairway is left to right, so it's going to push us out anyway. So why don't we just try and lay this one short? And use that little oh no, too long. What I was trying to do was there was a little slope there, kind of on the corner. You can see it there over with the yellow lines. What we're going to try and do is use that slope to kind of kick the ball over to the left-hand side of the green, but we ended up just taking a bad line and made a bit of a pig's ear of it. So now we've got our work left to do. We've got to make sure we at least keep this on the green and don't make any silly mistakes. Sit. I mean, like, oh man. We'll take it. I mean, it's an uphill putt. It's an opportunity for par, and all that really matters. And in she goes. Right, so just getting close to the turn now. Playing pretty decent. 4 under par. With an absolute monster up the hill. So we know for a fact we're not getting there in 2. So it's just a case of picking a line and just hitting it out there. Keeping it on the fairway. And obviously avoiding those bunkers. So 654 yard par 5 up the hill. Essentially it might as well be 700 yards if we're gonna call a spade a spade. So I think, ooh, look at that. Imagine trying to do that in real life. I mean, hit a ball like that's essentially halfway up his shin. That's crazy. But nonetheless, we got to do it. So I'm going to go with the 3-wood. I'm going to take it over those bunkers and hope that that wind is going to hold us there, and it does. So it's perfect. Still a long way out though. I think we've only travelled about 510 yards. Still 140 to go. Into the wind. It's a bit of a bruiser, this hole, that's for sure. Just looking at the green now and trying to figure out where's the best place to pitch this in. Pitch it short, it more than likely will just fall down to the left. Pitch it right, it just, yeah, no. I think the best thing we can do right now is if we can actually get it just below that yellow line there, on that kind of flatter side, and just give ourselves that uphill putt. And look, if we miss it, we get a par, but at least we don't make a bit of a fool of ourselves. which is what this course will do to you, that's for sure. Gonna go with the 8 iron. Might be too much. I'm hoping it's the number. I might just give it a tiny bit, a flick aloft. I'm gonna aim it right in there between the grandstands. And I hope that holds its line. Oh, too long, too long. Ooh. Not where we wanted to be. A few yards off it. We wanted to be just down. That's kind of where, just right there is where we wanted to be. So we just had a little bit off. But not to worry. Okay, so we've quite a bit of break. It's downhill. We just want to make sure that we just get it moving, let it take its turn. Didn't go in. I'm not too pushed about it because that could have been a hell of a lot worse. Okay, let's just take our par and move it on. Right, so that has it at 4 under par through the front 9. Like I said, absolutely fantastic course so far. Really enjoying it just as much as I did the last time around, if not even that little bit more with the 4 birdies there from the 5th to the 8th. And now we're just going to get started here on the 10th. Kickstart the back 9 and hopefully continue that run of form. So 467 yard par 4. Again, runs very similar to the first hole, and in fact actually runs alongside it. So you can see it there. There's the opening hole there on the left hand side. Now we've just got to negate these slightly tighter fairways and hopefully put the ball in play. Again, looks like an absolutely fantastic hole. The fairways being that tight up there, okay, fair enough. I know it's essentially it's not really in the driving zone at the moment. Maybe if it was downwind, you might be able to get at it, but that is quite tight. I don't know if I like that. But then again, it is that kind of US Open Championship style. So you know, kind of torn between that one at the moment. But you know, it's not the most ideal. Now what we want to do here is I'm just a bit confused as to where I want to land this. It seems like where I want to land it is just on that spot right here, and let that feed down. We've got a lot of resistance there, so that's gonna, if I aimed it there with no wind, that should bring us to the flag. So I'm gonna aim it there. I'm gonna hit it. Now it looks good. It's a couple of yards too long. Right idea. You're going to watch this just feed down towards the right hand side. If it works its way back towards the hole, I'll be very happy. It is. Keep going. Do you know what? That's not a bad result. I expected that to be a hell of a lot worse. Definitely had the right idea. Just a couple of yards off with it. I think we should have just added a touch of loft to that club, just to let it hit that front crest and funnel down towards the hole. But definitely a fun course, and it's nice to have a course where you're not just firing at pins. I looked at that grid and I didn't even bother paying attention to how it was breaking. Too busy talking. But yeah, I absolutely love courses that force you to get creative. Again, and those putts are just breaking so much. It's hard to commit to the line you see, so you just ask for a little more and hit it, just get it moving down the hill, and you still miss, and you're kind of like, oh, that sucks. But at the same time, I'm like, it's still a par. So going well. But I love these courses that kind of force you to play the shot differently. You don't fire at flags. You fire at a spot and then hope that, you know, hitting it on that, if we get the distance right, that it's going to funnel down and work its way down close to the hole to give us that opportunity, which is brilliant. I mean, okay, it's not for everyone. Some people just prefer to play the game and fire at pins all day. And you know what? If that's the way you like to play, then absolutely, it's all about your your experience in the game and how you enjoy it. So that's fair enough. But for me, I love these courses that I suppose require you to think outside the box a little bit, um, force you to play shots that you wouldn't normally play. Um, so it's a hell of a lot of fun. So we're just gonna add a touch of loft. The wind doesn't seem to do a whole pile to a lob wedge, so I'm just hoping that by adding a touch of loft on it, it should work out perfectly. Zip back, come on. Ah, come on, there was a bit of slope there. 2 inches down. Putt for birdie though. Reasonably makeable. Ooh, hit that a bit steamy, but it's another birdie. Beautiful looking hole there as well. Tough little tee shot. But again, that second shot, lob wedge in all day long, was perfect. So moving into the final, the final hole of the middle six. So we've got hole 12. It's a 460-yard par 4, and I've just got the feeling that this is going to be a really long one. Into the wind, 12 miles an hour, and you've just got the fairway that kicks everything out to the right. So I'm just going to try and hug this up the left as far as I can. You can see it starts turning out, which is perfect. And then it's just going to kick all the way back into the middle. And then leave us with another battle. So I reckon I'm going to have about 180, 190 into this flag. 180 on the button. But again, it's going to play about that 190 with that wind in there. Slopey fairway. Yeah, this is just... this is a brute. Green falls to the right. Huge false front there. Absolutely huge. I'm trying to remember, it was either 12 or 13 the last time I played, where I might as well have just packed my golf clubs and walked off. It was torture, absolute torture. I think I walked off with a 7. Oh, we hit it fast. Oh, that's not working out. No, sir. Right, bit of work to do here. Ooh, what to do. Okay, so the green comes back towards the hole a bit. Oh, scuttle up. Now spin. Oh, yes! Oh, what a shot. I thoroughly was not expecting that to go in, but I really enjoyed that. That was fantastic. Was just the way that came out, I was like, oh, that's not even going to reach. And then it just got behind it, and I said, right, that's just going to rip. And then it, thankfully, it all worked out well. So again, like this common trait that we've seen across the course so far, bunkers line in the left, bunkers line in the right, but an opportunity anyway to put in between them. So 462-yard par 4, slight dog leg to the left. Yeah, I think it was the 12th hole I had that 7. That 13 doesn't look familiar. Okay, nice swing. Should be over the top of the bunkers on the right. Kick down to the left. And hold. Okay, nice drive. 311. Now we're going to hit back in towards the houses there. 148, so essentially, yeah, 148, 147-ish, wind off the left. Nice looking hole as well, I like this one. Not one that I actually remember from the first time around, but you could just imagine in a championship style setting that this course would just it would tear you apart. I mean, like 150 yards in, that'd be a nervy shot, especially wind off the left. You've got to take it out there. Fairway falling to the left. It's just, I know I wouldn't be aiming out there. I'd be just here, middle of the green, all day long. but we're gonna have a pop at this one anyway and see what we can do. Oh, is the line okay? Looks okay. Oh yeah, what a shot. You can be sure I wouldn't be pulling off a shot like that anyway. Okay, so we've got 7 foot, 2 inches down, so this is going to be a very quick and slippery down the hill, so we got to make sure we get this line right. And we didn't. Wow, the minute I hit it I knew that was gone. Oh, it's the problem. You need to, I suppose when you pick a line, you need to be able to commit to it, and sometimes it's just not that easy to pick that line and hit it hard enough for it to go in the hole. But you know what, it's something you kind of pick up over time. Some players, you see some of them and they're just bashing the ball at the hole and it goes in, and I don't know, I just don't have the confidence to do that. I mean, if I missed and then you're left with like what could be a 30 footer on the other side for your par, no, I'm sorry, I'd rather just lag it down there and hope that it works out. Okay, I'm thinking if we just go with the 4 iron here, this is a par 3 14th, green, little bit bunkers. Probably the most accessible pin we've come across today, if I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of green to work with, so we can definitely play around with the type of club we're going to use. Nothing really in the way. Essentially, all that's stopping us from playing well here is just a poor shot. That's all that's going to stop us from scoring. So, decent effort. But look at that for a drop. We need to. Yeah, I'm going to chip this. I wouldn't normally, but it's got to hit something that goes down the hill slow, and that I know isn't just going to keep running on forever. So just getting a little bit of spin on the ball definitely helps. Just take the par, get out of there. 6 under par through 14, so we're getting very close to the end here. 4 holes left. If I remember correctly, these are 4 holes that you can actually do a little bit of damage on, repair some of the damage from earlier holes if there is any. Thankfully, we actually got a bit luckier with it today. No bogeys so far in the card. Hopefully that doesn't jinx it for us now, but so far so good. Another nice drive there down the fairway. Should hit down there about 290, 295. Perfect. Elevated green in here again. Another beautiful looking green. I mean, the designer obviously took an awful lot of time and work just to sculpt in the individual hills around there. It looks really, really classy. Very, very tidy. Really, really well done. I mean, it's hard not to like this course. I mean, the only thing I could actually say about this course, in the setup that I'm playing at the moment, is it's tough. That's all I can say against it at the moment. There's definitely not that I'm looking for something to find negative about it, but all courses have its flaws, and I think the only one here at the moment is that it's super tough. Go! Oh, I'd say we were about a yard, maybe 2 yards out there from being stone dead, but alas, we are in the bunker. Also, I have this weird thing, I don't know if anyone else has spotted it as well, is that when I am playing a pitch shot, it always, like, the scout camera will always send me like 60, 70 yards over the back. I mean, that's not 30 yards away. But if I then change the club, it will automatically correct itself. It's weird. I don't really get it, but it's been happening an awful lot lately, and it's really annoying, because it makes it hard to trust whether the club in your hand is actually going to go the distance it's supposed to, or is it going to go as far as the scout camera is telling you, and then it's just, yeah, It's not good when that gets in your head. So I'm just playing the spin here. That was the game. I wasn't really ever going to try and bop that out 10 yards. It was all about using that slope behind, which is perfect. And there we go. Wrapping up another par. Just trying to get home now and make sure that we don't lose any shots in the way. So again, another par 3. Very similar to the 14th in terms of it's not that difficult a hole, looking at it face value. I mean, it's a nice looking hole, beautiful little bunker down there, like this little fairway run off short left, but there's nothing at it straight away. Like, you look at that, you're like, right, okay, its main challenge is probably the distance and the fact that there's a huge massive slope left of the flag, but you know, distance is really the only major defense at the moment. So we just got to make sure that we get the right club. So we've got 179 down 50, so it's 185. Yeah. Oh, we've hit a fast. Oh, that's going too far left. Oh, that's off the green. See, this is what happens when you say that holes are too easy, call. Teach myself some life lessons here. Stop putting my foot in it. Okay. Nice chip up here. And we just blew it past. Oh, oh no. Not a good effort. Not a good effort at all. I think that's something I find I just don't pay enough attention to, or when you're sitting on slopes and stuff like that, he doesn't seem to swing as high as he would on the flat, and yeah, kind of just completely misjudged that. Get in. Oh. First bogey of the round. Talked myself into it. Good enough for you. Still though, considering the tee shot, hit a fast tee shot down there, blew that chip past. That could have been a hell of a lot worse. And I think that's just the most important thing you got to realise on courses like this, is that despite the fact that we've just had bogey there in 16 after a pretty decent round so far, you can still go ahead and make this back. With the right tee shot, decent second shot, we should be able to find ourselves in a good position for birdie again. But definitely can't really say any more for this course. It's just it's a fantastic course. It's a fantastic test. I think there are a lot of courses out there that, you know, anyone could just run along there and shoot 15, 16 under, and you know what, that's great, that's brilliant, but it's just nice to be able to actually have that real course where, not real course I should say, but that kind of real feel of a course where you have to work your ass off just to shoot 5 under par, and that's one thing that I absolutely love about this course. Okay, I'm just trying to get. Oh, get up, get up. Stay, stay, stay. Just about. Whew. Just about. Okay, so we've got a. Is it breaking? Oh, we're sitting on the crest of a hill, I think. I don't know, it looks straight, but I just got a feeling that it's not going to be. Look. Oh, we have a bit of a lag there. What the hell happened there? That was really weird. Well, at least it was only a par, not a bogey, but that was super strange. A tiny bit of lag, but look, not to worry, it's not going to dampen my round too much. So we're on to the last hole. 499 yards, stroke index 9. Not the toughest of tee shots for sure. Quite generous, I think. The green is definitely where the trouble actually lies. Little bit bunkers, little bit hills. You've definitely got to thread that one in nicely. Again, you can see there has a lovely, lovely little mound there. That if you can negotiate the ball in there nicely, should be able to kind of kick the ball down and help you get that one close. But at 499 yards, you kind of have to be thinking, well, if you walk away with par, it's a good score. But it's definitely one thing that I love about this course as well is that the consistency with everything. It flows really, really well. It's got a couple of concepts in terms of how the bunkers are laid out, where they're positioned, everything like that. That's consistent across the board. You can see that on the front line and the back line. There's definitely a whole pile of thought and planning gone into this course, and I suppose you'd need that. Like, I mean, like they didn't just throw a pin position down here and then have all the slope off the right to left, making it nigh on impossible to ever get a ball near there. And what they do is they just kind of, it's just a really, really well designed course that allows you to go ahead and and play the shots that need to be played. So we try and hit a cut in here. I don't know what's going to happen here, but we're going to go with it. Oh, did I catch it? I did. It's a really strong wind there off the right hand side, so I am shocked that that worked out. Alright, 12 footer, 2 inches down the hill to seal off the round with a lovely birdie. Can we do it? Did I hit that too firm? Take it. Oh, so close, so close. But again, not to worry. 5 under par round. Can't complain. Definitely a huge improvement on my last round. But what a fantastic course. I've already rated it. I've already favoured it. But guys, you got to check this one out. It's an absolutely fantastic course. Had a lot of fun playing it the first time, even more the second time. And I hope you liked it too. It's going to be featured, I think, as the US Open qualifying event on TGC Tours. So you might see it crop up there in the next few weeks. But if you don't, get out there, play it. Let me know what you think of it. And of course, hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see any more of my videos. I'll be doing a couple of more on course reviews themselves and also on some of my own design work as well. All right, guys, have a great day.